What's up, guys? This is Bull by the Fell-Handed. Today we have a little T-54 footage for you. Russian Tier 9 medium tank, Soviet. Now, if you will notice, also in the platoon we have ByzantineFalcon, good friend of mine. You can check his YouTube channel down below in the description box, and you'll also see some other channels. Now, those of you that know me know that I am not crazy about nines. I know a lot of people just, gotta run my nines. Not crazy about nines, nor am I crazy about running eights. A lot of guys will run non-preferential eights. Hey, let's get out there and run eights. I assume, and this is the best way to do it, I assume matchmaking is going to be out to get you, and it's going to put you in 10 lobbies. Therefore, if I'm not going to run a preferential 8, I will just run a 10. Let's just go ahead and just cut right to the chase. Let's just get these 10s in here and make it happen. That is my particular view on how to defeat matchmaking. And it works every time, because you're not necessarily at the mercy of the game. Moving on, I'm off on a tangent. We are in a standard battle on Dukla Pass. The greens have taken the northeastern spawn and the reds the southwestern spawn. Now, as you can see, we are running the 8-9 line, pushing the left flank, and our right flank is a little slow to get started there. That's kind of an issue. They're kind of hung up on the A7A8 line. Now, it is possible they discovered a red over there, and that's kind of what's stalling their advance. If you remember my video yesterday on Malinovka, I spoke about if the column is moving up and they all of a sudden get shots, it kind of knocks the wind out of their sails, and they tend to be in that area a little longer than they should. Thus, they're not in their proper location at the given time. I know that's a bit technical, but honestly, if you don't take that hill, it's going to be all for naught. So it is possible we had that similar circumstances up at A456, what have you. Moving on. Now, as you can see here, we are really getting close to their cap, something that, they should attempt to stop. Now, as you can see here, we have a large contingent of guys right around J8. We are quickly encroaching on their area, and, if they don't spring to action pretty soon, it's going to be all for naught. Now, this is some old footage. I haven't watched it since whenever I made it, so this game is going to be a surprise to both you and I. Moving on. Now, we are mere hundreds of meters from the cap. This is the point where we're going to start coming into range of the clickers, your campers, a lot of tank destroyers, things of that nature. And the idea here is, guys, is what we're trying to do here. We just want all the assist damage we can get. We're going to try to stay hold down, try to get in good cover. Now, I should also mention at this time, the T-54, I do not have any equipment on it. I don't even know, I think aside from just a general crew with 6 cents, I don't have a whole lot going on with this tank, because like I said, I was coerced. Now, we did take a round from the Tier 9 Waffle right there. I thought I was hold down, but he must have put it in my upper plate, or perhaps pierced my turret right around the mantlet. To the left and right of the mantlet is a very weak spot on the T-54's turret. Now, this vehicle, of course, is fully upgraded. We put a round in that gentleman right there. He's still kind of wondering what's going on. We are doing laterals, or at least we were, and the downside of that is, you're going to give up the side there if you end up pulling up too much. Now, we've got some really good shots here. Got a clicker there. Looks like somebody went ahead and got rid of him before our shot connected, but you know what? That's fine. As long as he dies and he can't shoot us, that's really all that matters. We don't have a whole lot of shots over here, and apparently it's not as great defensively speaking as I originally thought it was. But when you run across a unit of reds, you don't often get to pick the best locations. You kind of have to take what's around and what you can get, and that's exactly what I did. Now, the benefits of this position is I am in a raised location, so I've got good shots, or excuse me, I have good elevation. Some of the shots not so good. Worst case scenario, we can just wait the 8 seconds until the 6 cents goes off, then we can pull back up, take another shot. The downside, of course, is that's going to be limiting our DPM just a tiny bit. Now, as far as the game goes, we are winning. They've got 4 tanks down that we have 1. So, you know, just general numbers, we're doing well. And if you look at the tactical map in the bottom right hand corner, we kind of have these guys in a pincer maneuver. We have our right flank is hitting them from the north, and we are hitting them from the east. And we're kind of spread out enough to where they can't really escape that little circle of death without risking getting shots from both sides, getting caught in a crossfire. So that we do have that going for us. Now, as far as my current position goes, there's not really a lot going over here. So I'm not really being super effective. So let's go ahead, let's reposition, and let's see if we can't get something else going on. And guys, that's what you should always do. If you're not farming damage in your current location, you don't have a lot going on in your current location, go ahead, pull up stakes, and move your tank. Because you don't just want to sit there and camp all game. You want to get out there and make some stuff happen, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're just going to go out here and see if we can't pull some shots. Now, we're close enough to where when we fire, they will detect us, so we have to be very, very cautious. We kind of have to pull up, scope a good shot, fire, and then fall back. And see right there, as soon as I fired, he detected me, or someone very close to him detected me. But, you know, we still have good shots at his side. And guys, if you are shooting a T95 on the side, you don't want to go for the flat part. You want to go for the little angled bit right above the side, because that is pretty much butter to go through. Granted, of course, I was firing a heat shell, so I wouldn't know. But in this case, you know, if you're in a situation and you're not really getting a whole lot of shots in, you know, I would, if you want to switch to premium just to make sure the few rounds you fire do get in there, you know what, knock yourself out. So moving on, as you can see, we are just kind of breaking these guys down as a team. My role in this game is nothing but support fire. I'm not spotting my own targets. I'm not the tip of the spear. I am just, you know, out here getting detected, pulling back in, and playing smart. If you watched my video yesterday, you know, doing something along these lines, if you are, you know, in solo play, is a good move. And as you can see here, we've got one poor guy left. He knows he's in trouble. He's getting surrounded by 11 tanks. It's more or less a done deal. We finished him out, and we managed to win the game. We didn't do loads of damage. We managed to pull 2,800 total, 600 assists, 2,200 damage. We went the whole little bit as far as money goes. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Check the description box below for other YouTube channels regarding World of Tanks you guys may dig. See you next time.